3,
2,
2,
1.
Okay, this is for you Delhiites out there. Kolkata takes it for number 1. Wow. Now, once again, this is a one-biter. Wow. Again, this is a one-biter.
Actually, it is. How about you try?
This is bringing the heat.
You're doing well?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm doing great.
Okay.
Pour me another.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Indian food is just incredibly flavorful. CurlyTales is the key. If anyone doesn't love Indian food the most, you gotta meet CurlyTales. The #1 country for watching my videos isn't America, it's India. I love Jugaad. Indian people are very resourceful.
You look at YouTube CEO who is an Indian,
Yep.
Google CEO Sundar
Yep.
Pichai. Would you agree that Indians are extremely smart and are leading the way?
100%.
Rock, paper, scissors.
See, this is why I build robots, because I lose.
Okay.
So right here, I've got some milk.
Is it going to explode or something? Oh,
I'm a wizard.
wow. I want to try this. Today, I'm going to meet a man who's worked at NASA as an engineer and has worked at Apple as a product designer. He's almost launched a rocket into the space, but today, he's going to be launching into Indian flavors. He's not just a YouTuber. He is one of the most loved science creators on this planet with 67 million subscribers. And today on Sunday Brunch, we welcome him to CurlyTales' all new and improved restaurant, Imlee, the Chat Gully. What better place than this to introduce him to Indian food, because this place brings together the best of Indian street food under one roof. So let's welcome global YouTube sensation, Mark Rober. Hello, Mark.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you? Welcome to India.
I'm so excited to be here. The food in India so far has just been top notch.
Have you managed to try anything? up
Yeah,
till
it's
now?
been mostly mangoes.
Okay.
Because the mangoes are incredible, but beyond that, there's been a few dishes. Vada Pav,
Okay.
I just had it. It was really unique. Light and crispy on the outside. Is it potato inside?
Yes.
There was a chili that came with it
Okay.
that I didn't eat.
Okay. So you've been decoding robots and rockets.
Yes.
But today we're going to be decoding Pani Puri and Pav Bhaji.
I love that. I don't know what those are, but I'm excited to try them. This looks like the street food though, and my head of creative, Addy, he's from
Right.
here, Mumbai, but he won't let us have the street food. He doesn't trust that it wouldn't hurt a white guy like me.
And that's precisely why
Imlee, the Chat Gully by Neeti Goel and CurlyTales have launched this restaurant which has the best of Indian street food under one roof in the most hygienic way.
for people like you,
Okay,
who would
genius.
like to get a taste of Indian
Yes.
street food in the most hygienic way.
I love it. So in the USA, it's like curry, tikka masala,
Yeah.
like those are the most popular ones. And I ordered, it's like my third favorite food is Indian food.
Okay. Tell us about the first two.
I like Italian and Japanese.
Okay. So Italian, Japanese, and third comes Indian.
Indian.
So
Yeah.
the objective today
Yeah.
is to raise it up and make Indian your #1 cuisine.
Okay, all right. Well, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So today I'm going to introduce you to something called as Pani Puri.
Okay.
Have you heard of that before?
Now say it again.
Pani
Pani
Puri.
Puri.
Yeah.
Pani Puri.
So let me explain.
Okay.
Imagine a tiny edible pressure vessel, perfectly spherical, hollow from the inside, but made of crispy dough. You gently crack the top like you're doing a surgery, and you fill it with a mix of spiced mashed potatoes, chickpeas, tangy tamarind chutney, and the star of the show, pani. a cold spicy mini coriander water. But Mark, you only get 4 seconds before it collapses or leaks. You have to eat it whole in one bite. It's like Indian flavor explosion, engineered for maximum impact per cubic inch. But we Indians just call it Pani Puri.
Sounds really fun. And honestly, my mouth is watering. I think you're just really good at describing things.
So, Pani Puri is one of the most loved snack in India. Every state has its own version. As you can see, there are 3 types of puris here.
Yeah.
These are called puri. People who
Kolkata.
live in Kolkata, they call it puchka. Delhiites call it golgappa. And this is called Pani Puri. So, I'm going to first give you a demo.
One bite?
Time starts now.
3,
2,
2,
1. He likes it.
Pressure vessel really bursts.
Doesn't it?
I didn't realize there was so much in there. Wow. I love the crunch.
Yeah. You really like it, right?
I do. I want another one.
You want another
Yeah.
one? Okay. So this is the beginner's level, where the spice quotient is really low. It's actually sweet. It's not even spicy.
Wait, what? But this is a little spicy, right?
Is it? It's not spicy at all, is it? Okay. Now I know where you come from. We'll go with beginner's level only. Yahi de dijiye. You can try one from Kolkata.
Okay, you think that's
Kolkata.
better?
Okay, this one's going to be a little spicy.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yes, okay.
I'm
You're ready?
Yeah, this is turning into an episode of Hot Ones. But I'm here for it.
Okay.
Mmm. The filling was a little different. I don't know, Kolkata. That's pretty good.
Do you want to try one from Delhi?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let's
The
try one from
Delhiites.
Delhi.
And it's a different sauce?
Again, will be a different sauce.
Interesting.
And even this is going to be different. The ball.
I love here how you guys are making it like street food and you have the different versions. That's so
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah. I'm personally a big fan of street food actually. So that's why I wanted to do it. It's a passion project.
Okay, this is for you Delhiites out there. Okay. At the risk of offending the great people of Mumbai who have been so good to me since I came here. Kolkata takes it for #1. Mumbai is second. Mumbai is second.
Okay, yes.
Delhi, I'm sorry, you're third. They're all very good.
I'm sure the Delhi people are going to ask you to come to Delhi
Okay.
to have the real
True,
deal.
true. They'll
You
probably
know?
think you're sabotaging it somehow.
No, there's something in the air of Delhi actually that adds to the flavor of the golgappa.
Ah, I see,
you know?
I see.
Okay, let's go. There's more waiting for
Okay.
you. But wait, Mark. There's one thing you can never leave your Pani Puri wala bhaiya without. He will always give you one complimentary sukka puri.
Oh,
Won't charge you ever for it.
Really?
So don't forget to ask for it. There you go.
thank you. This is my complimentary
Sukka
sukka puri.
Sukka puri.
Sukka puri.
Absolutely.
Cheers. Here we go. Oh, I like that.
So Mark, if Pani Puri was an explosion,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you something that's
Okay.
like a full-blown, full-flavor supernova.
Oh.
Okay? It's like the king of puris.
Okay.
And it's called Raj Kachori.
It's a giant crunchy puri, like the king of puris, hence Raj. We crack it open like a science experiment and stuff it with layers of boiled potatoes, spiced sprouts, sweet and tangy chutneys, yogurt, crunchy save, and sometimes even mini bundis or pomegranate. Each bite is creamy, crunchy, spicy, sweet, tangy, all at once. It's chaos, but delicious engineered chaos.
Wow. Now, once again, this is a one-biter.
No.
Oh, this is not
that's
a one-biter?
possible.
Okay, okay.
You got to break and take like one bite at a time.
Okay. The just the colors and stuff. Oh no, I spilled a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a good cut there. Oh, stand by. Oh no, I'm a mess. I'm a disaster. Oh man. Oh.
Okay, take a smaller bite.
Okay.
Got it?
Is this good?
Yeah, this is good.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Okay, here we go.
1, 2.
I like that a lot.
Right?
This is my favorite thing so far. Is
Okay, then.
that okay?
We are not sharing.
We're not sharing anymore. I'm so sorry.
And now I'm going to get you something which is called Pav Bhaji.
Pav Bhaji is Mumbai's most iconic street food, a spiced mashed vegetable medley served with buttery pan-roasted buns. Originally created for textile mill workers in the 1850s, it's a way to feed them with something quick, hot, filling using leftover vegetables.
Now this is the Mumbai special Pav Bhaji.
Really?
Yeah, you got to mix it
Okay.
with the butter
Yeah.
and then take a bite of the pav.
Okay. Ooh, that feels fresh.
Put some onion on top. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh. Very savory.
This Mumbaikars can have for lunch, dinner, breakfast, snack,
Really?
all times of the day. And it's very, very filling. This is a meal in itself.
Oh, okay.
And because we thought this could be a little spicy for
Yeah.
you, we've got you Vrindavan ki Lassi.
How beautiful that is.
Vrindavan is a beautiful place in India, in
Yeah.
Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah.
And this is a lassi that is actually, the recipe is from Vrindavan.
Really?
Yeah. Although we put the straw, but
Yeah.
the good experience is to have it straight from the cooler. Maybe you can use it to just stir it a little.
But it looks so pretty. Ooh, I cheated and tasted
Ready?
a little from the straw.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do a cheers.
Cheers.
And
Incredible.
are you really liking
Yeah,
everything?
I really am
or
liking
are you just
everything.
being polite
No,
to me?
I really am liking everything.
Okay. Next in line
Okay.
is Delhi's favorite Chole Bhature.
Chole Bhature.
Bhature. So Chole Bhature is North India's power couple. Bold, loud and absolutely inseparable. Chole is basically spicy, slow-cooked chickpeas in
Yeah.
rich, tangy, masaledar gravy. And Bhature is actually deep fried but puffed up bread made with fermented flour, crispy from the outside and fluffy from the inside. Well, together they are an indulgence on a plate.
That's fun. Wow. How, again, this is a one-biter?
No.
Okay, not a one-biter?
Try it. Actually, it is.
Is
How about you try
Yeah.
it? We break the bhatura,
Okay, break the bhatura.
dip it into chole.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Ooh, yeah, I can tell it's hot. Okay,
Be prepared. Your hands are going to get messy. Your clothes are going to get messy.
I'm ready. Oh, there's a little spice there.
Yes, it is. But we
Little
got
spice.
you. But Vrindavan Lassi will come to your rescue.
Yep.
This is just Mumbai. If you go to Delhi, it's going to be even more spicy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, which state is like the spiciest?
I think that's debatable.
Really?
We should leave it for our viewers to comment
Put it
and
in
tell
the
us
comments.
which state serves the spiciest food.
I really love this. This is fun.
Yeah. Okay, let's get the next dish then.
Singhada Chatpata is water chestnut gone wild. Normally a calm fasting food, but Indore decided to party with it. Tossed in spices, this humble fruit becomes a tangy flavor grenade. One bite and it's like, who knew healthy could be this chatpata?
And so this is like a breaded, deep fried. I think it's pretty good. So you're saying there's a version though that's spicier than
That's
that?
spicier than this. For
Does
sure.
this taste bland to you?
It can get a little more chatpata. Not necessarily spice, but it's got like some dried masala powder on it, which adds to the flavor.
Okay.
You're doing well?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm doing great.
Okay. We can see Vrindavan Lassi coming to the rescue quite often.
That's a great move.
Okay, while we wait for this, I want to know, Mark, when did your love for science begin?
I think like in high school, I took physics.
Okay.
And I realized you could explain the world around you using math and equations. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Like we could speak different languages, be from different cultures, but we would all agree if I throw a ball up, how many seconds it takes to hit the ground. You could predict the future with it. Like we could put rover on Mars, you know, by doing some equations and predicting what will happen. And then that happens. So it's like a crystal ball that actually works.
What is it that we can expect in future that nobody knows yet in India, but you know it?
Well, like one thing we're doing, NASA's doing, we're sending a spacecraft out to a moon on Jupiter. And we know it's icy on the surface, but it's lava in the middle. So somewhere in between that is like a warm ocean. So we're gonna send it out. It's gonna drill down into the ice. It's gonna go into this ocean and basically see if anything eats it.
Oh my God.
And so it's like this ability to know that if life is going to exist in our solar system, it's gonna be in warm water. That's where life started on our planet.
Oh my God. Mark, you're too intelligent to be a YouTuber, aren't you?
No, because I want to get other people excited about science too.
Okay, here's the real deal.
Okay.
At what age did you actually do your first experiment?
For first grade, I had a jar
Okay.
and a hard-boiled egg.
Okay.
And if you put the hard-boiled egg at the top of the jar, you can't get it to go in. It won't go in.
Okay.
The opening's too small.
Yeah.
But if you light a match and then put it in the jar and then put the egg on top, when the flame goes out,
Really?
the egg gets sucked inside.
So even if the opening of the jar may be
Too small.
but if you just light it, I mean, there's fire. How does that work? What's the logic behind
It's a
it?
good question. So basically, when things get hot, the air expands. It gets bigger because molecules are moving around. They need more room.
Yeah.
When things get cold, they contract. They get closer together. So what happens is when you light the match, the air is kind of like expanded.
Yeah.
You know, they need their room to move around. Once the flame goes out, the air gets colder. It contracts in, and then it sucks the egg inside. Yeah.
But would particularly like to know about your NASA experience.
I was there for 9 years. 7 of those were working on the Curiosity rover, so the rover that's on Mars now.
Okay.
And I was responsible for some hardware that was on the top deck of the rover. So the arm digs in the dirt and it drops a sample into the belly of the rover, and I was responsible for the thing that accepted that sample. So, and to this day, my hardware is still working.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank God. It is.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, wow. This looks better than the Vada Pav I had.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's the chili I told you I didn't eat.
That's the chili, yes. So we've got 2 plates of Vada Pav here. You've got to squash it completely.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't do that.
No? Okay. And have a bite of it.
Why is this so popular? Like, everyone told me I had to do Vada Pav.
It's basically a very quick, affordable, and very delicious as a snack.
It's kind of spicy.
It is. But you like it?
This is bringing the heat. This is kind of bringing the heat.
Mark, don't start crying, please.
I'm not promising anything.
Another round of Vrindavan Lassi.
Yeah. Pour me another.
I'm going to ask you a few science-related questions.
Okay.
And you got to break it down for me.
Okay.
Okay? Why do we cry when we cut onions?
When I was like 6 years old and my mom asked me to cut onions, and I went upstairs and got like swim goggles
Okay.
and put them on my eyes to protect them. I have seen an incredible Jugaad from here where people are wearing bike helmets
Yeah.
and then cutting onions.
Really?
Yeah, which is also great, which I do want to say, I love Jugaad, the concept of like a simple solution and being very resourceful. And the Indian people are very resourceful. So I created a contest just for coming here because I want the world to know about Indian innovation and ingenuity. So we have 50 lakhs and we're gonna give to 10 people 5 lakhs each.
Wow.
Whoever has the best Jugaad. So if you just Google Mark Rover Jugaad contest, it has to be your own. You got to film yourself with it. And if it's one of my 10 favorite, then you get 5 lakhs.
What's even cooler is you've learned the word Jugaad.
I love that you have a word for this.
So do you have a lot of Indian friends? Do you know about how is it working with Indians back in the States?
I'm just wiping off the sweat.
Is it the spice?
Yeah, it's a little spice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Silicon Valley. I'm in California.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God. Okay, that deserves a thumbnail picture.
This is the good stuff. This can't be my favorite. That would be cheating. Yeah, I live in Silicon Valley.
You've got lassi on your nose.
On my nose. Thanks, team. So I live in Silicon Valley where like Facebook and Amazon and Apple, everyone's headquartered are. So there's quite a large Indian population there.
Right.
So yeah, I have a bunch of friends. The #1 country for watching my videos isn't America, it's India.
Really?
More views from India than America. And I think it's because they're so STEM focused.
Yeah.
Right? And it like really resonates.
You look at YouTube CEO who's an Indian.
Yep.
Or Indian origin, and we've got Google CEO Sundar Pichai again, Indian. So would you agree that Indians are extremely smart and are leading the way all the way, even in the States now?
100%. I stand. And also, I think Satya, Microsoft CEO,
of course,
also Indian.
Indian, yeah.
I mean, that's like 3 for 6. Like half of all the big tech companies here are led by Indians. Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, India produces more engineers than any other country.
So are there enough opportunities for Indians who want to move to States, find themselves a job, or maybe have their own startup? What do you think? Is America a good option for them, or is India a good option for them?
There is opportunity in America, absolutely. I mean, you just named 3 of the massive leaders in Silicon Valley, right? With such like an able, educated, young workforce here. The average age of people in India is 28 years old. I think you have 400 million Gen Z. This is a very young, vibrant, educated, eager, hungry workforce. So if I'm currently in India and I'm smart and I'm sure like I want to set my roots here.
You've been an engineer, you worked at Apple, but of course you're choosing YouTube as your primary platform today, right? To reach out to people. How do you still manage to stay relevant? A, of course that. Number 2, Indian creator economy. What are your thoughts on that?
The staying relevant, I think you have to always be evolving. Like the style of my videos now is different than it was 4 years ago, which is different from 4 years before that.
Yeah.
So if you just pick one style and stick with it, the problem is the audience appetite changes, right? You used to be able to make a video about a cat playing the piano and that would go viral.
Yeah.
But people have seen that now.
Yeah.
So you have to have something else, right? I was just at the Waves conference with YouTube. I met Prime Minister Modi.
Yeah.
And it's really clear it's a big focus to kind of focus on the creator economy because, I have a business. I started Crunch Labs through my YouTube channel. You're doing, you have commerce through your channel, right? It's like a great combination. And I think with the amount of youth here who get it, who've grown up with the internet, right?
Yeah.
And now you empower them. I think we'll see some very big creators coming from India, especially with such a big population who are online. So I think Mr. Beast better watch his back.
Okay, how is it working with Mr. Beast? He also has a huge following in India.
He does. It's his second most watched country.
And for you, India is the #1.
And I just want to say, for me, it's #1. So take that, Mr.
We love
Beast.
you more,
Exactly.
Ma.
I think that's what that means. Jimmy is great. He is, we did a project where we started something called Team Trees, where we raised $20 million to plant 20. And then we did Team Seas, where we raised $30 million to remove 30 pounds of trash plastic from the ocean. And now, can I say this pre-announce this? This is kind of secret. No one knows this. All right, well, you heard it here first. But in August, we're doing something called Team Water, where we're raising $40 million to give 2 million people clean drinking water for decades.
Wow.
All across the world. So we're going to need your help. So when we hit August 1st, we just have to tell people go to teamwater.org.
Amazing.
And like $20 gives one person clean drinking water for decades.
My daughter, she's a really big fan of you. And I was just speaking to my colleague on call and I mentioned your name. Yeah. And she's like, Mama, you've got to interview him. You've got to meet him. She couldn't come today, but she's a really big fan. No. She's only 11.
Okay.
But I know what you mean when you say you have Indians as your #1 audience.
Okay, I love it. We'll record a video for her after this.
Okay. So we're going to play another game where I'm going to ask you never have I ever. For every time you got to take a sip of the Vrindavan ki lassi.
Okay, that's doable.
Yeah, all right.
Not another Vada Pav bite. Okay.
So put your finger up if you've accidentally set off an experiment at a wrong time.
This one was like in science class, actually in high school. I forget what it was, but it was like a chemistry thing. The teacher was very clear that you shouldn't pour this thing into that thing. And I don't know why, I knew he'd said that a bunch of times, but I still poured this thing into that thing. And there was a bit of a flame and a fireball and broken glass.
Oh my God. Used kitchen tools in a science project.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, have you ever seen if you put a spoon under running water?
Okay.
You know what happens? You know how the water curves?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, instead of going straight down, the water hits it and then it curves in.
Right.
That's called the Kwanda effect.
Okay.
And it's the reason if you throw a baseball, you can make it curve, or a soccer ball. Yeah. You know how sometimes they curve in the air?
Right.
It's kind of doing the same thing with the air that this is happening. So I used it to explain a science principle.
Turn a mistake into a viral video?
Not necessarily a mistake, but someone stole a package from my porch. So I made a glitter bomb out of revenge. So when they stole a package in the future and they opened the lid, it would spray them with a pound of the world's finest glitter and a bunch of fart spray.
Oh my God.
And record them on 4 phones and upload it to the cloud. And call the police and have like police chatter. So yeah, it was less of a mistake, but like a bad event. I made 7 of those glitter bomb videos.
Tested gravity using food.
Not intentionally.
Made a robot just to solve a personal problem.
Oh, lots of those. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm not good at darts.
Yeah.
But I'm good at engineering, so I made a dartboard that moves. It tracks my dart, so I get a bullseye every time. I'm not really good at dominoes, so we made a robot to set up a whole room full of dominoes, like 1,000 times faster than a human. I made a robot to always win at rock, paper, scissors. And never lose.
How does that happen?
Because it kind of like watches your hand, and as soon as you start to throw, it knows. Because it's checking 1,000 times a second, and then it would throw rock.
Let's play.
Well, I'm not the robot.
Let me see how your skills are without being a robot.
Okay, without a robot, okay.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. See, this is why I build robots. I build a robot because I lose.
Okay, gotten too excited to explain something that you spilled water and food.
No, because when I'm excited to explain something, I lock in. I wouldn't spill water and food.
Thought this is a terrible idea, but did it anyway.
Oh yeah, a lot of those. Just today, Hardik Pandya, he was pitching, and I was standing in front of his pitch, and he throws it he was bowling.
Right.
And he bowls very fast, and he hit me in the leg, and it hurt. That was a terrible idea, but I did it anyways.
How was it meeting Hardik Pandya?
He was great, and he's actually has watched the channel, so he watched my videos a bunch. So it was like fun to, and I've seen him play too.
Yeah.
So it was fun to kind of like trade stories.
Which other influential Indians did you meet, other than me and Hardik Pandya?
That's it. Well, I am the Prime Minister.
Oh, just the 3 of us.
Yeah, just you 3. I think that's it. If you come to India, those are the top 3, right?
Absolutely.
It's you 3.
Okay, now, honestly, Mark, I'm very intrigued and I want to know, number 1, your favorite dish here.
Yeah.
And number 2, would you be kind enough to actually show a food experiment. to
Okay,
us.
yes. Okay, my favorite dish. Without further ado, which is it gonna be?
Oh, the Rani Kachori.
The Rani Kachori. What district is this from?
So Raj Kachori is actually from Rajasthan.
Oh, Rajasthan.
Rajasthan. Have you been? No. This
No.
is your first time to
Yeah,
India.
first time in India. Only Mumbai.
Only Mumbai. Okay.
It's a little soggier, but it's still pretty good.
So Rani Kachori won.
Thank you,
Cool.
Rajasthan. You created my favorite food tonight.
I think now it's time to showcase the food experiment.
Okay,
Is
let's
there
do
one?
it. Okay, you want some science magic?
Yes.
All right, well, we'll kick it off with this for starters.
Okay, then.
Okay.
So what do we have here?
Now,
Okay.
so right here, I've got some milk.
Okay.
Just gonna pour that in there. And as everyone knows, nothing goes better with milk than some black pepper.
Okay. Can somebody try this at home?
Yes, someone could
Okay.
absolutely try this at home.
Okay. This looks like a fun experience. So we've got a plate full of milk, some black pepper on top.
That's right.
And what's that?
And this is a little bit of dish soap.
Wait, Ma. Is it going to explode or something?
It will not explode.
You've got to give me some warning.
You're just gonna have to wait. What do you think might happen? You
I
don't know?
It might just. So what is this that you're putting now?
See, this is a magical spoon
Okay.
with a little bit of dish soap. This basically will become like a Harry Potter wand. Ready?
Okay. Oh,
I'm a wizard.
wow. I want to try this.
Wasn't
Can
that
anyone
cool?
do it?
Anyone can do it. Okay.
So, we just got to pour some milk into
Yeah.
this plate.
So by the way, while you're doing this, I'll kind of explain the science.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to pour it. Okay, there you go. So this is basically surface tension.
Okay.
So like the milk, it's all these molecules kind of bound together.
Right.
But what soap does, the reason it works so well, is it breaks up surface tension. It makes those molecules like let go of each other. And so they're all, it's like a tight net. As soon as you put a little soap there, it kind of cuts that up. And they all let go of each other and kind of spread to the outside. And the tension pulls them all to the edges of the plate.
What is the role of the pepper then?
So just so you can see.
Oh.
Like the same thing would happen, you just can't see.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, sure, even a little more.
More? Okay.
Okay, ready?
Ready? Okay.
Don't let it drip. If it drips.
Oops. And it did.
Don't
let me
it,
try this.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I love this experiment. I'm
Look, you
definitely
see
going
him
to try
like
this.
shooting away from your finger, right?
Okay, let me keep doing this.
Ah. At some point it
Okay,
loses
so
its
beyond
power.
a point, then it loses its power.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because
Maybe
it's-
try a different finger now. It still works.
Oh, yeah. I was like, don't let it. Whoops.
Ooh, experiments are fun, aren't
So
they?
fun. And look, we're just playing with food now.
Yeah.
And now, best part of all, you can drink it.
No. Mark, we all love you, so whatever you tell us, we might
True,
just do
true.
it.
Do
right?
not drink this.
So-
Do not drink this.
You can trick me, but not our audiences.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, you've taught me a beautiful experiment which I can now try at home without being a scientist
Yes.
or an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to treat you with my most favorite Indian dessert.
Okay, because we can't eat this one.
We cannot.
Because this is a terrible dessert. Let's do a real dessert.
Okay, let's do
I
that.
like it.
Maybe
Now,
take
this-
one jalebi in your plate.
These look like licorice vines in America.
If you want to put some rabdi on the top of your jalebi like that, then you could, but you can also try it just as it
Okay,
is.
I'll do
first.
half and half.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I love it.
It's kind of like a donut taste. Mmm. Wow.
This is essentially condensed milk
Yes.
along with some dry fruits and sugar.
Wait, what is this though? It's like a dough.
Gram flour, yeah, and again fried, dipped in sugar syrup.
Yeah. You guys know how to fry stuff really well.
Now we're going to play a myth or fact game.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a few scenarios and we'll make a few statements. You're going to tell us if it is true or not true and if there's any logic behind it.
Okay.
Okay? The earth was once in a square form.
Very myth.
It's always been round.
Yeah.
There is a dark side of the moon.
Myth. There's a side of the moon we don't see, but it's in light just as often as the side that we do see.
The Great Wall of China can actually be seen from the space.
Once again, a myth. It's really not that wide, and you don't see things. You know, you would see roads and rivers before you would see that.
You can hear sound in space.
Myth. You're giving me all the myths. There's no sound is just air molecules bumping into each other, and there's no air molecules in space.
The sun is yellow.
Myth. Wow, these are all fake. The sun is actually white. It's all of the colors. We see yellow because it looks yellow to us, especially at sunset.
Yeah.
Because all the other wavelengths get reflected out and all that's left is yellow. Because if you have sunlight and a prism will split it into the colors and it splits it into red, orange, yellow, green, blue.
Oh, right.
violet,
That
right?
makes sense. Space is cold, so you would instantly freeze.
Tricky. Deep space, yes. If you're like close to the sun, you know, and the sun hits you, you're gonna be pretty hot because of radiation.
Right.
But the other side of you would be very cold.
You become weightless the minute you leave Earth.
I'm gonna say true.
It's true, really. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, not weightless. You're falling.
Yeah.
So it's like if this is the Earth.
Yeah.
Let's say you throw a rock, it hits the Earth. You throw it a little harder, it goes a little farther. You fire it out a cannon, it goes farther. Eventually, if you fire it hard enough, it would go like this, and it would go to fall because of gravity, but it never hits the Earth because it's like it fell over the cliff, and it just keeps falling forever. That's what orbit is.
Right.
So if you're in a spacecraft that's doing that, you're really free falling around the Earth, but it feels like you feel weightless.
What happens if you don't have a parachute at all? Would you actually fly for some time before you land down?
Yeah, you hit what's called your terminal velocity, which
Right.
is for a human, I think, around 150 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So you get faster, faster, faster. As soon as you got to that speed, then you just stay at that speed and keep going towards the Earth until you made a very quick landing that you wouldn't survive from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want a parachute.
You've used your science knowledge to woo a girl.
Absolute fact.
Fact.
Absolute fact. Gotta play to your strength.
You would explode in space if you're not wearing your suit.
It's not an explode. You would bleed out of all of your soft orifices, like your eyes, other orifices, but it's not like an explosion.
Okay. Indian food is the best in the world. Myth or fact?
Absolute 100% verifiable true fact.
Yay!
I used to think Indian food was my third favorite food, but I never had Indian food like this. So
you gotta meet CurlyTales every time you come to India.
CurlyTales is the key. If anyone doesn't love Indian food the most, you gotta meet CurlyTales.
Absolutely. Mark, it's been wonderful spending this evening with you, enjoying all the delicious Indian food. It never tasted this good though.
Never tasted this good.
Company matters.
You need to come to America and change all of the Indian restaurants. Okay?
That's the
my
plan.
only request.
That is you. Oops! Oops!